Hi there, I hope you're doing well. My name is Milan. I'm the owner of Fluid Creatives. Now, in this video, I'm going over how to build a high converting welcome flow for your brand. Now, this is actually the first ever YouTube video I am posting on my channel. On this channel, I'm going to be showing a lot more tutorials on how to build out your flows, how to build out your campaigns, and just a bunch of tips and tricks on how you can really succeed in your email marketing. Now, let's just dive right into the video. So exactly what is a welcome flow? Basically, this is an email sequence that welcomes, nurtures, and builds trust with those first-time visitors to your site and pushes them to make that first purchase. It is the first step in the email marketing journey and has the highest amount of traffic than any other flow because a certain percentage of people are going to be signed up for your newsletter and they're going to be taken into that welcome flow. Now, why is this flow actually important? Well, after talking to over 100 different ecom brand owners and auditing over 500 email marketing accounts, I've noticed that there are three common brand killers. And that first one is rising cost per acquisition. So it's getting a lot harder and you have to spend a lot more money just to get that first purchase on your site. There's a lot of lower profit margins with having to spend more money to get that first purchase. You're going to have a lot lower profit margins on that front end and market saturation with a ton of new ways to shop online with Amazon, TikTok Shop, and a bunch of more dropshipping competitors popping out of nowhere. Your ads aren't going to stand out as much in your customers' feed because of all that new competition. Now, this welcome flow actually cures two of these brand killers, and that's the rising cost per acquisition and those lower profit margins. Now, let's see how this actually plays into effect. So let's look at store A here, who has actually bad flows. They get 1,000 orders times $50 per sale, minus $10,000 that they spent on ads, and they're left with only $40,000 in profit. Now let's look at store B, who actually has good flows here, who gets 1,200 orders at that $50 per sale with that same amount in ad spend, and they're left with an extra $10,000 in profit, all because they had that welcome flow and some of the other flows also on their site. Now, another reason for this is because 4% of traffic only converts the first time that they come to your site. There's actually been a ton of studies on this, and it gets lower and lower every single year. Now, instead of spending more money on retargeting ads, you can set up that welcome flow that can convert 6 to 10% of your traffic over the course of a 6-day period. This means that you're going to have less money spent on ads, and every money saved is honestly a dollar earned, especially when you're first starting out in your ecom brand. Now, how do they actually get added to your welcome flow? Well, we capture email addresses through a pop-up that you can enable on your site. You could actually set this up through Klaviyo or MailChimp or whatever email marketing software you're using. And then once they sign up, they'll be added to your list and your welcome flow where you can start marketing towards them for a fraction of the cost that you would on paid ads. Now let's look at a few pop-up examples here. So these are a few from our clients. So as you can see, 10% off your first order. They add their email and then they can just sign up from there. This one has a few more steps. So it's same 10% off your order, but we're asking them, what are you most interested in, horses, dogs, or both? They put in their email address and they sign up. Now here are just a few more. This one's asking for their hair type. This one's just asking for their email address and is doing 15% off. And then from Manscaped right here, they're doing another 10% off. And they're also asking what body parts can we help groom? My whole body, my groin, my beard. As you can see, there's a few here that are asking for extra data from their customers, and I'll show you why that's important. Now, there are also a ton of offers that you could do here, and here are just some of the types of offers that we run for our clients. So there's 10% off, 15% off, a free gift with purchase if it just makes sense, early access to new products, or just free shipping on your first order. Any of these work the best, but these top three right here, I've seen to perform the best out of all of these. Now let's dive into how we actually make this welcome flow. So just a few things to keep in mind. Everyone that goes through these flows has never bought from you or really doesn't know anything about your brand. These are brand new people coming to your site, first-time visitors. And our goal here is to build trust and stand out from your competitors. And we can do this through social proof, showing some content like us versus them, and creating a lot more personalized emails that I'll show you how to do in just a second. The third one is remove anyone who's purchased since starting that flow. As you already saw, we're incentivizing these first-time purchasers. So if they already use that code, we don't want to send them any more emails, pushing them for that first purchase. And then we want to exclude people in your flow from your campaigns, and we don't want to confuse your list. And what I really mean by this is that people that are inside of your welcome flow, we could actually exclude them from those one-time send campaigns. And the reason why this is important is because this flow is going to nurture those first-time visitors. And if we're constantly sending them campaigns, then they're either going to get mad because they're getting spammed, or they're just going to be confused because they don't know anything about your brand. So now let's dive into this first email. So this is going to be sent immediately after they sign up for your pop-up. And the email structure is going to be give the incentive that they signed up for above the fold, give a little insight on your brand, highlight your brand's unique selling points, and just a little added bonus if you share a review at the end. So this is one that we created for Nude here. As you can see, if we just zoom in a bit, it says, welcome to the world of Nude. Has the discount code up here, has a little button. Above the fold basically means that whenever they open up the email, this is going to be the first thing that they're going to see on that email. So we want to have our discount code and a button that they could click on immediately. At the bottom here, as you can see, we're basically just thanking them for joining. We're giving them a little insight on what we're actually trying to accomplish. And at the very bottom, we're highlighting some unique selling points as well. Another rule of thumb that we like to keep on this first email is having multiple CTAs. So as you can see, we have a button on the top, a button in the middle, and a button at the bottom. Now, all of these are going to be linking to their best sellers page, and I'll actually show you this inside of their account. Moving into the next email right here, we just have a plain text reminder email that's going to be sent to them 4 hours after they sign up. And the email structure for this is just going to be a plain text email that's coming from the founder. It's going to be reminding them about their discount, and it's going to be sharing a few products and collections that are popular. So let's dive into the account. As you can see, we have some personalization up here. It's hi, first name. I'm Astrid, the founder of Nude. I thought I'd reach out for joining the family. Basically, just reminding them about the discount. Has a little review here. At the very bottom, as you can see inside of the text, we have a little hyperlink. It's going to be taking them to that bestsellers page. Moving on to the next email. This is going to be sent to them 20 hours after that previous email. And the email structure here is going to be last chance to use a discount. And we're going to be introducing your sort of brand story. So why you started, who your team is, your goals. The point of this email is basically to deepen that connection between the founder's vision and the brand's mission to that first-time visitor. So diving into the email, as you can see, we're reminding them about the discount code here. Once again, this email is coming from the founder. And as you can see, we're diving into that brand story as well, sharing a review, and also have another CTA at the very bottom. Now, in this fourth email, we're going to be doing a social proof or a case study, depending on the type of brand you are. This is going to be sent a day after that previous email. And in here, what we really want to do is identify your audience's 3 top pain points. And once you've identified these, you want to have 3 to 5 reviews that talk about how your product actually solved these problems. So in this email, we actually use a lot of before and afters, which worked really good. So diving in, as you can see, real women, real results. One of the pain points that we found for their target market is that bigger women just didn't have the actual support that they needed when they wanted to wear a dress. So that was the first thing that we added up here. As you can see, we have a ton of before and afters. I'm not even sure if I can show this on YouTube, but yeah, as you can see, we have a ton of reviews down here with a shop now button to each of the products. Moving on to the next email here, we have a bestseller promo. So this is also going to be sent a day after that previous email. And the email structure is just going to be promoting your best-selling product and share why this is actually the best-selling product and why customers are loving this so much. So the reason for this is because they just don't know much about the products that you offer. And you can also do this through reviews. So one of the biggest products here that they had is their Game Changer bra. So we have a review up here with a button that's above the fold. Once again, we always have buttons above the fold here. And we have 2 reviews and also another CT at the very bottom. And you really want to make your copy all about why this game changer, or why the best product that you're selling is the best product that you're selling here. Finally, going to the last email here, this is going to be an upgrade in the discount plus a final chance offer. So once again, this is going to be sent a day after that previous email. It's going to be another plain text email that's coming from the founder. And we just call this a Hail Mary because this is our last chance to convert them in the welcome flow before we actually start sending them campaigns. So diving into, I'm not going to go over all of the copy here just for the sake of time. But as you can see, I'm the founder of Nude. I was chatting with my team and sharing stories about the incredible results of our customers. When I realized I had to go over some stuff on our website and noticed that you didn't use your exclusive discount that expires in 24 hours. As you can see in this email, we're basically saying that the founder really cares about everyone who comes onto the site and is a first-time visitor. So at the very bottom here, we're actually boosting the discount code from 10 to 15% off for only 24 hours, actually. And we're giving them the discount code right here. And we just have multiple hyperlinks throughout the email. Now, this email is actually performing really great for this account, and I'll actually show you this inside of it right here. So just diving into the account, as you can see in this first email in the last 30 days, we've had an 11.6% conversion rate, which has made them almost 30K. Moving down, we have that 4-hour delay, and this is going to be the email that's from the founder, which is saying, nice to meet you. And yeah, as you can see, same email that I showed you earlier. This one has a 2.7% conversion rate, which has made them almost 4.4K in the last 30 days. Moving down to the next email after a day, we're sharing that the discount is about to expire and one mission in mind, and it equals you. So as you can see, we're really just trying to make a connection with this first-time buyer. And as you move down the sequence of the welcome flow, we're going to be seeing a lot more of a drop-off in that place order rate. So as you can see, in that very beginning, we have 11.6%, 2.7%, 1.1%. This one has 0.5%. This one actually has 0.3%, which we're probably going to be optimizing very soon. And that final Hail Mary email has a 1.3%. So overall, this welcome flow is actually performing really great. We still have to do a ton more of optimization and testing, especially in emails at the very end. But let me show you how this account is looking overall. So in the last 30 days here, as you can see, let me just refresh this here, going month to date, and then 30 days. These aren't fake numbers. We have made them an extra almost 20% in revenue, or $86,000. This welcome flow right here has made them $37,000 in the last 30 days. And we actually implemented this on May 8th. So let me show you what the results were looking like before. So if we go from April 1st to May, let's just go May 7th here. They're only making 3% coming from their account. We noticed that their welcome flow wasn't set up properly. Their abandoned checkouts weren't set up properly. They weren't sending out any campaigns, or they just weren't really converting that well. And that's when we decided to implement all of these changes. As you can see, from May 8th to the 11th, we've generated them an extra 16% coming from email. On the campaign side right here, as you can see, all the numbers are going up. And this is just the importance of just sending campaigns out to your list. I mean, they had a huge list that they weren't really utilizing to the max potential. And all the numbers here are just looking phenomenal overall. Now, I'm not just showing you a bunch of different emails here just to add to your welcome flow. We're actually using these for all of our clients. I just wanted to show you this one specifically because of the drastic change that it made to their account. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys found this video very informative and you can actually implement this for your own brand. Now, if you actually want this written out, completely done for you for completely free, click that button down below and you can actually get this built out by my team. All you have to do is just fill out a quick little 5-minute onboarding form telling us a little bit about your brand. And then within 30 minutes, my team will get back to you and shoot over your welcome flow to your email. Now, if you found this video useful, drop a subscribe down below. There will be a lot more tutorials coming soon. Thank you so much.